Protecting your peace of mind is not a luxury, it is a strategy. If you do not guard your inner world, the outer world will invade it all day long. People will bring their moods, their pressure, their drama, their opinions, and their impatience, and if you are not deliberate, you will absorb it like a sponge. Napoleon Hill taught that the mind is the control room of your life. Whatever lives there most often becomes your reality. That means peace of mind is not something you stumble into when life gets easy. It is something you build when life is noisy. Start with this idea. You are not required to carry other people's chaos. You are not required to answer every message, react to every comment, or explain yourself to every person who is committed to misunderstanding you. Your day is yours, your energy is yours, and the moment you allow someone else's attitude to become your attitude, you hand them the steering wheel of your life. That is too expensive a price to pay for a moment of drama. Peace of mind begins with a decision. I will be the leader of my state. Hill would call this self-mastery. It is the ability to choose your mental climate no matter what the weather outside is doing. You can't always control what happens, but you can control what it means to you, and you can control what you do next. When someone tries to ruin your day, remember, they can only influence your mood if you grant them permission. Permission is given through attention, and attention is the most valuable currency you own. Spend it like a wise investor. Do not invest your attention in arguments that produce no growth. Do not invest your attention in gossip that produces no progress. Do not invest your attention in resentment that produces no results. Instead, invest it in your vision, your habits, your health, and your purpose. The calmest person in the room is often the strongest because calm is evidence of control. Control is evidence of character, and character is what carries you through every season of life. Protecting your peace is also protecting your future, because your future is built from your daily decisions, and your daily decisions are shaped by your state. Think of peace like a bank account. You cannot keep withdrawing energy all day and expect to feel rich at night. You must make deposits on purpose. A deposit can be a quiet moment, a walk, a deep breath, a clear no, or choosing not to respond to a message that is trying to pull you into chaos. And every time you choose peace over reaction, you prove to yourself that you are the leader of your own mind. One more thing, peace is not the absence of ambition, it is the absence of pointless friction. You can be hungry for success and still be calm. You can be building big goals and still refuse petty fights. The calm builder wins because their energy is not leaking. They stay consistent, and consistency beats intensity. So when you feel your peace being pulled, name it out loud. This is a distraction. Then return to your task, your breath, your posture, and your plan. That small return repeated daily becomes a powerful habit that makes you mentally rich. Here is the hard truth. Most people do not lose their peace because life is too hard. They lose it because they keep their mind wide open to anything and anyone. They let random people rent space in their head for free. They let criticism replay like a song. They let disrespect define their mood. They let traffic, delays, and small inconveniences steal hours of energy. Napoleon Hill would call that mental poverty because it is a waste of the greatest asset you own, your attention. Attention is life. Where your attention goes, your life goes. So if you want peace of mind, you must become selective. Selective does not mean cold. It means wise. It means you stop treating every opinion like a command. It means you stop turning every disagreement into a fight. It means you stop giving reactive people the satisfaction of controlling your emotions. A strong mind doesn't argue for the sake of ego, it acts for the sake of results. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? That one question can save you years, because some arguments are designed to trap you, not teach you. Some people want your reaction more than they want the truth, and when you react, you become predictable. Predictable people are easy to control. Hill taught that the person who can control their own mind cannot be controlled by the world. That is why protecting your peace is a form of power. It is also a form of respect. When you respect yourself, you do not sit in environments that poison your spirit. When you respect your goals, you do not keep company with people who enjoy your distractions more than your growth. When you respect your future, you stop entertaining conversations that make you smaller. Protecting your peace also means learning the art of non-participation. Not every battle deserves your energy. Not every insult deserves a reply. Not every misunderstanding deserves an explanation. Sometimes the most powerful move is silence followed by action. That is not avoidance, that is maturity. Your peace does not mean you tolerate disrespect. It means you handle disrespect without losing your dignity. It means you set boundaries without guilt. It means you can say, I'm not available for this, and keep walking. And here is something people rarely say out loud. When you stop feeding negativity, it often starves and disappears. When you stop giving drama an audience, it loses its stage. When you stop chasing approval, you stop being controlled by disapproval. This is how you become unshakable. You don't become unshakable by removing every problem. You become unshakable by training your mind to stay centered while problems pass through your life. That is peace, and peace is strength. And don't confuse peace with people-pleasing. People-pleasing is fear wearing a smile. Peace is courage wearing calm. Sometimes the peaceful choice is to speak up, but speak up once clearly and then stop debating. Sometimes the peaceful choice is to leave the room, leave the chat, leave the conversation, and protect your mind. Your life will improve fast when you stop negotiating with disrespect. Keep your standards high and your reactions low. That combination makes you untouchable. Now let's talk about the daily practice. Because peace is not a one-time decision, it is a daily discipline. Napoleon Hill taught that your dominant thoughts shape your character, and your character shapes your destiny. So if you want peace of mind, you must train your thoughts the way an athlete trains the body. Start your day by setting your mental temperature before the world touches you. Do not begin with news, notifications, or other people's problems. Begin with direction. 1 minute of calm intention in the morning can protect your mind for the next 16 hours. Say it simply. Today I choose my state. Then decide what that state is. Calm, focused, grateful, patient, brave. Pick one. Build your day around it. Next, practice the pause. Most people lose peace in the first 3 seconds after something happens. A comment, a tone, a message, a look. They react instantly. But peace lives inside the pause. The pause is where you remember who you are. The pause is where you choose your response. Take one breath before you answer anything that feels heated. One breath turns reaction into leadership. Then guard your inputs. Your mind is a garden. If you plant weeds all day, complaints, anger, outrage, comparison, do not be surprised when your inner world feels wild. Feed your mind what strengthens you. Read something that elevates you. Listen to something that calms you. Spend time with people who respect your goals. And yes, protect your peace by protecting your schedule. Your calendar is a boundary. If you pack your day with other people's priorities, you will feel resentment. If you leave no space to rest your mind, you will feel overwhelmed. So build small rituals that reset you. A short walk, a glass of water, 5 minutes of silence, stretching, journaling, or simply looking at the sky and remembering that life is bigger than one frustrating moment. Also learn to close mental tabs. If something happens that you cannot solve right now, do not drag it through the entire day like a heavy bag. Write it down. Decide the next action. Schedule a time to handle it. Then release it for now. That is not denial. That is mental organization. Peace is often just organized thinking. Finally, practice the principle Hill would respect most. Replace. Don't just say, I won't think about that. Replace it with a stronger thought. I control my response. Replace it with a stronger mission. I'm building something. Replace it with gratitude. I'm still moving forward. You will still feel emotions because you're human, but you will not be owned by them. Peace loves preparation. When you prepare your mind, the day can be noisy and you can still stay steady. Also remember this, your peace is connected to your body. If you are exhausted, hungry, dehydrated, and overstimulated, you will react faster. So protect peace with basics. Sleep when you can, eat real food, move your body, and take breaks from screens. That is not soft, that is smart. A strong mind lives in a cared-for body. Peace is easier to hold when your system is not constantly on edge. Let me close this like a real podcast conversation, the kind you can replay when life gets loud. Your peace is not selfish. Protecting your peace is how you protect your future. A person who cannot control their mood cannot control their decisions, and a person who cannot control their decisions cannot build the life they say they want. So stop giving strangers and unstable situations the authority to control your day. Stop making your happiness depend on someone else's tone. Stop handing your emotional power to people who have not earned your trust. Napoleon Hill's message again and again was self-direction. Decide what you want. Decide who you will become. And refuse to be pushed off course by noise. Peace is the fuel of that refusal. Peace is what allows you to think clearly when others panic. Peace is what allows you to move with purpose when others react with ego. And peace is what allows you to keep your dignity even when someone tries to bait you into becoming someone you don't respect. Here is a simple rule you can live by. If a person repeatedly steals your peace, they are charging you rent in the most valuable property you own, your mind. Evict them. That may mean distance. That may mean fewer conversations. That may mean firmer boundaries. It may mean you stop explaining yourself and start protecting yourself. And if you are thinking, but what if they get mad? Remember this, other people's emotions are not your responsibility. Your responsibility is your character, your direction, and your daily standards. Protect your peace by choosing your environment, but also by choosing your inner language. Speak to yourself like a leader speaks to a team, with clarity, with encouragement, and with standards. When a bad moment happens, say, "This is a moment, not my whole day." When someone disrespects you, say, "That is their behavior, not my identity." When life feels heavy, say, "I can carry this without becoming bitter." These are not cute phrases. They are commands to your subconscious. They shape your state, and your state shapes your results. So make this your closing promise to yourself. No one ruins my day without my permission. I respond with purpose. I protect my peace. I keep building. Do that long enough and you'll notice something beautiful. Your confidence grows. Your patience grows. Your focus grows. And your life becomes calmer, not because the world got softer, but because you became stronger. If you want a simple daily practice, try this tonight. Write down 3 things that went right today, even small ones. Then write 1 boundary you will keep tomorrow. That's it. Small reflections, small standards. Over time, those small choices turn into a life where chaos visits, but it does not move in. That is the goal, not to avoid life, but to live it with a protected mind and a steady heart. And when you live like that, you don't just protect your day, you protect your destiny.